Scarcity is there, kind of knows that he's not attractive, because let's be honest, men know when we're not attractive. Women don't typically know that. But because men have to approach women, and when they get turned down enough, they kind of figure out where they are inside the totem pole. And so when he gets a hold of something there that's giving him what he wants and needs, that's why you see men inside these situations where they're in these relationships, and you see them with these low-hanging fruit. For women, it's quite the different when women actually go with men that you all say that could be the deadbeat, right? Because once again, I tell ladies this all the time. If a man comes to you and he's chivalrous and he's a Casanova, guess what? He's practiced that. He's practiced that 1,000 times before. So he's a master at getting women. And then all of a sudden, because he just got hurt, and now she figure like, oh, he a dog. Well, guess what? He already been a dog. You just missed all the clues that let you in to know that this guy could be a dog. And you turn down the good men because the good men don't actually have those character traits. He doesn't have that walk. He doesn't have that swag. He doesn't dress like me. Just put it like it is. I'm gonna just be honest, because I had my share. And I played with a lot of women, and they didn't get it. And they had other men that were inside their life that they could have been inside great relationships with, but they would rather have me with them. And it was just for a night. I wasn't dishing out any relationships. I made it to 39 years old without getting married or having kids. So I kind of know the game. And I try to lay it out for both two people to understand. It's just like, hey, listen here, women. If a man can sweet talk you out your drawers, he's done it multiple times before. So just don't think that he's sweet. Nah, this has been practiced and perfected, because we know how to do it. That's it for me, man.
Can I just say one thing? There's good men that look great.
Yeah, but I think we want to rush off into the ends of these things. Yeah, but when we look at it from the majority of men, if a man carries himself well if a man carry himself well and know how to actually interact with women, that means that he had a lot of practice at it. And so you would be safe to assume that he's know what he's doing up front. And it's a good chance. Now, I'm not saying that he can't be a good man. He could be a good man down the line, because I turned out to be a great man for my wife. But if my wife would have met me at age 25, I was a dog asshole. Oh man, I apologize. I don't know if I could know if I curse here. No. All right. And that's what and that's the point that I'm trying to get to here. Yeah, he could be that type of guy. But if he's already polished and he's shooting and he's talking very well to you, your red flag should already be up. A lot of women don't get that.
Well, you can be a good man and express yourself well. And actually, is it even really a beauty thing?
What do you mean by express?
A lot of women date men that are ugly. And as long as they have money and they're well dressed, even if they're not good looking, women date them. Like, I've seen plenty ugly men getting plenty women.
Yeah, but they are giving out something that she wants, probably money. Is that a real relationship? So, and that's the thing. What is this conversation about? Because I want to make sure that I'm going down the right road, because it sounds like we're talking about two different things.
Well, I said that because I'm just trying to respond to a lot of things that you've said, because it seems like you're thinking that a good man that's square basically doesn't have the experience, but a man could have had experience, but when he approached you, he might be genuine. Like, you cannot make a decision based on how a man approach you. You need time.
Yeah, you work your way into it. But if he can talk you out your drawers that same night, I guess you better take a precaution at that point in time, right?
Well, that comes with the consequences that those are the consequences, right? Because if you're going to go and gamble with that, you may end up with a good or a bad man.
And so, because men play the long game, and I don't think women understand that. Men play the long game, and just say, let's put a spectrum.
Disagree. I don't think men play the long game.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You don't know what men play the long game for. Men play the long game for some coochie. Yes, they will. And
I don't think so. I disagree. I disagree.
It all depends on if that man wants you or not. See, that's the thing. He would play the long game for a woman that he wants in the bedroom. So
I mean,
that boils
well,
down.
at
So
least
that
he
boils down
wants
to
to
his
seriously.
attractivity. I mean, it's if he's attracted to that particular woman. If he's attracted to that particular woman, men play the background. We call ourselves friends. Friends to like, yeah, that's my friend. A man would know that a girl has a boyfriend, and he'll stick around and play the background and say that, yeah, that's my friend, that's my work buddy, and all the other stuff. He's playing. He that is playing the long game. Men and women claim that they have guy friends, but I guarantee you, if you approach that guy friend and say, hey, let me give you some, knowing that you got a man, he's going to jump your ball. He's going to jump your gun right then and there. Why? Because he's been plotting for a very long time. He's not going to turn it down.
That's another discussion, though.
No, that's playing the long game. See, you're totally missing it.
Well, I don't think it is. Well, here's the thing. If a man wants to play the long game because he wants to get only in my draw, I think that at some point, if I may be a lot of women with time may be able to figure that out. I think that time helps a lot when it comes to dating for women to see. Then, I mean, there's some devils out there, right? That's not the woman's fault at that point.
I'm not saying he's a devil. It just is
Well,
what
to
it
me,
is.
that's a devil.
I don't want us to
game.
misconstrue people for being a devil because he's playing the long game. He could be a nice guy. Who knows? But I'm just simply saying he's playing his way into it. Sometimes you gotta wait.
Well, if it's just to get that one thing, to me that's devil play. If it's play the long game to be in a relationship, that's something else.
Every man wants sex up front. No man is going to approach you unless he wants sex. That's kind of like that is the bottom line. If a man did not want sex, he would not approach you. And I'm talking about approach you to actually get engaged, to get involved with you. I'm not talking about just at work functions. I'm not talking about work functions and all this other type of stuff. I'm talking about, let's be honest. If we are interacting and I approach you and I'm like, hey, I want your number, I'm not just getting your number because I think you have a nice personality. I get your number because I think you have a nice personality, and you might be willing to give me some. So I'm going to take my chances at it.
All men don't get with women just for sex. Of course, there might be an attraction, but it may not just be just that. Some men get with people, with women, because they actually might be serious. But maybe you're talking about the type of men.
I'm talking about the majority of men, and definitely when I mean majority, I mean like 90-10.
So you think that men approach women only for sex?
No, I didn't say that. I said that that's when a man approaches a woman, he wants sex. I think you all don't get that. When a man approaches you, when I approached my wife, she was fine. She had a small waist, about a size 4, and her booty was so big she wore about a size 12, 13. I noticed that up front, and I saw that she had a cute face. So, and I can, and this was inside the club, so I couldn't hear her, but I knew that she was an attractive lady, and I know like I need to figure out what's going on with her, because if I didn't see her inside that dress, that sundress that cut down right between the booty, and the men know what I'm talking about, right? When that sundress go down the slit, yeah, I saw her. I'm like, oh, yeah, let me walk her back to her car. My initial take on her was that she was a very attractive girl, right? And she gave me some time of day. But the first one was she was a very attractive girl.
Okay, so I think I hear you. So I think you're saying about attraction, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's what draws a man, and I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I think the word sex was being interchanged. I think that's why there was a little bit of confusion in the conversation.